Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. Reverend Rasheryl is speaking today, and our musical guest is the famous Lauren Gucik, our beloved. Thomas Hughes is on the keyboard. Hello. So, I'm Dr. Damon Miller. I'm the treasurer of the board here. Let's rise and sing our opening song.
Here we go. All right, put your hands together. Stand up. Here we go.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light. Everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Thank you, thank you. And now we just come to this moment in the service where we just settle in. And I'm so honored. I'm Audrey White. I am a practitioner student, and I'm also the vice president of the board at Silicon Valley CSL. And I'm so honored to be here today at this first Sunday. Woo, I just jumped right over to December. So to this first Sunday in 2026. So I just invite you to sense where you are right now. And as the bowl rings, allow that to bring you back to center, bring you back to your center, knowing that we are always, always connected to the one.
And so I invite you to close your eyes and to just feel and sense the resonance of that bowl. How good it is to center down, and how good it is to be in sanctuary with the rain that's outside, to be inside, to be still, and to recognize that there is only one power, only one presence, only one life. That life is God. And whether you call it spirit or source or the creator or the divine or mother, father, whatever name you give it, it is all that there is. And it is everywhere present. And it is all powerful no matter the circumstance and no matter the appearance. And so what I am knowing right now is that each of us is a unique expression of the one. Each of us has that spark of divinity within that is shining and shining and shining. And I know that it is cultivated and stoked and amplified here in this service today, in this gathering. And so I know that we are blessed as we make a joyful noise this morning, as we sing together, as we pray together, as we listen. And I bless each individual who has touched this service. I bless everyone in this space, everyone who is online. I bless our production team and the music ministry and the practitioner students and the volunteers that make this place beautiful. And I bless our beloved landlord, Campbell UCC, knowing that their community is blessed. And what I also know is that what we do here this morning ripples out into the entire world. Where there is strife and there is conflict and there is violence, I am knowing that our presence, our consciousness, our collective two or more gathered right here is a blessing to our beloved world. And for this, I am so grateful. And so I release this word, I let it be. We say together, and so it is. And so it is.
Wholeness and happiness. Health, wholeness and happiness. Raise the good and raise the world. Health, wholeness and wholeness and happiness. Health, wholeness and happiness. Raise the good and raise the world. Health, wholeness and happiness. Love, wholeness and happiness. Health, wholeness and happiness. Raise the good and raise the world. Health, wholeness. All right, it's love, laughter, and letting go. Love, laughter, and letting go. Love, laughter, and letting go. Raise the good and raise the world. Love, laughter, and letting go. Love, laughter, and letting go. Love, laughter, and letting go. Raise the good me through the fire. The blessings fall like rain upon me. And in these days when I am stronger, let me remember you are my strength and shelter, more than I will understand. Into your heart I melt completely, and all the ways I have been broken are like the child again. I dwell in innocent love. Your house shall be my house forever. Innocent love, only your goodness and your mercy follow me. One step at a time, embrace me now in all I do, and any way I've been unkind, please let it fade into my love for you. Holy Spirit flowing strong, within your arms I am forever, and any good I think I've done, it's only you inside my willingness. Innocent love, your house shall be my house forever. Innocent love, only your goodness and your mercy follow me. When a desire for fortune, fame, or glory takes your soul and it makes you cry, so many tears and questions, where is God and where do I belong? Only God could bring me back to life, and here in God I live to be. God never leaves me and never could. My God is good and always will be pulling me through. You pulled me through the fire. The blessings fall like rain upon me. And in these days when I'm stronger, let me remember you are my strength and shelter, more than I will understand. Into your heart I melt completely, with your hand in my hand. I'm like the child again, I dwell in innocent love. Your house shall be my house forever, innocent love. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me. Your house shall be my house forever, innocent love. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me. Only your goodness and your mercy follow me.
Thank you, Lauren. Oh my goodness. Lauren and Thomas Hughes and Sonia Trejo, our music director, and Jenna Brown on praise team. Y'all are fantastic. Thank you for the beautiful music. So one of the things I forgot to say after the prayer is our chant for this month is health, wholeness, and happiness. So if you have the, I think that's on the Agape Glorious CD. Anybody know? Okay, that's exactly where it is, the Agape Glorious CD. So learn that, because we will be singing that this month as our chant. So welcome to Silicon Valley Center for Spiritual Living. It is so good to see you all. Happy New Year. I am the spiritual director here. My name is Reverend Rasheryl McCreary. I was just joking. You all thought I forgot my name. I did not. And I'm super glad to be here. I'm glad we are starting this new year. And 2025 is behind us in the rearview mirror. 2026 is here. We are coming up on our 1-year anniversary, January 18th. Did y'all know that? Okay. So make sure you're here January 18th. Margot LeDuc is our musical inspiration, and we will have a big party during the service. And after service, we'll have, I would imagine, some treats, some cake here. But we'll be celebrating our first year as a startup spiritual community. So that feels really good. Doesn't it feel good? Yeah. And as I was thinking about our turn into this year, into 2026, I was almost going to say 2027. I'm like, no, we're not there yet. But as we're making our turn into this year, as we're walking already at the very early days of this year, I was thinking about, like, what is it that we're really doing here at Silicon Valley CSL? And I think there's two things that we're really doing, and I may not say this artfully, but here's what we're really about. We are really about creating and living our very best lives and creating a world that works for all. That's really what we're doing, right? We are transforming ourselves. We are deepening in our own knowing of spiritual practice and principle so that we can not only transform our lives, but we can also create a world that works for all. That is the work that we're about here. And we do that through the teachings of the spiritual philosophy of science of mind in Ernest Holmes. We do that through New Thought teachings. There are other New Thought leaders and teachers and philosophers I talk about. We use the Bible, ancient wisdom. But we use all of these tools, all of these principles of truth, all of these deep, rich, timeless principles and traditions to actually make our lives better. And right now, the world needs us. The world needs us. The world needs us to show up, right? And to be practicing this stuff. And so that's really what we're doing here as I was thinking about it. And so one of the things I'm really excited about is this year ahead. Last year, I talked a little bit about how in Chinese astrology, last year was the year of the snake, where there was a big shedding, a lot of shedding that happened, right, of old beliefs and old ideas and old structures and things falling apart and falling down. And last year was very, very difficult. Yes. Yes, very difficult. And, it's painful to shed. It's painful to let go of things that have always defined us. And we're seeing that individually, we're seeing that collectively. Things and traditions and ideas and ideals that have always defined us are now slipping away. We're shedding. That was 2025. And the Chinese New Year starts towards the end of February, and it is the year of the fire horse, which you know from last week I'm very excited about. And so what the year of the fire horse is talking about is this energy, this powerful energy of forward movement, of momentum, right, of power, of powerful creativity, powerful ability to get things done. But the thing is that a powerful horse, has to be ridden. You have to harness that energy, right? You have to harness that energy. So even though we're moving into a time where, okay, we've done the shedding, and now it's how do we move forward, we have to be conscious as we move forward. We have to harness the energy and the energies, because it's going to be turbulent for a while, as we already have seen, right? The news cycle, the things that are happening, it's going to be turbulent. That is the new order, right? That is the new thing. So we're never going to go back to pre-COVID. We're never going to go back to 2024. We are in a period of massive transformation, of massive turbulence, of a lot of change, a lot of upheaval. And this dynamic energy of the fire horse is going to require us to be choiceful, to be mindful, and to really be at choice about how we're going to navigate turbulence. Right? How we are going to navigate turbulence, how we're going to marshal and use this very powerful energy, right? So the beautiful thing is, last year we were sort of, right? This year it's like, oh, okay, we're in a turbulent environment. Now, how do I get in the driver's seat in that? When I was a kid, I used to have this dream, a recurring dream when I was a small child. So maybe, 5 or 6, I would have this recurring dream periodically, that I was in a car, and my mom wasn't in the car, my dad wasn't in the car. I had fallen asleep on the seat, usually the front seat. And all of a sudden, the car starts moving. And the car was just driving, and it was moving, and it would go up and down hills, and it would do all these different things, and it was turning, and I was just in the front seat trying to figure out, how do I stop it, and what do I do? And that was a recurring dream. And so obviously, I've done therapy. So, obviously that dream was about feeling like things were out of my control, right? It was, things were happening. Powers greater than me were moving. Something bigger than me was happening that I couldn't quite get control of, right? I was powerless in that situation. And I feel like collectively, that's how a lot of people felt last year and still feel. In fact, actually what I've seen, because you guys know if I read articles and things on the internet, I go to the comments, because that's where the meat is. The meat is in the comments. Like, you figure out the temperature of the country and everything if you just go to the comments and see what people are talking about. But people were describing last year particularly as feeling like you're in the car, dad is drunk and driving, and everything's out of control, and we're going over a cliff, right? And that's what I would see frequently in the comments of how people felt about last year. What that's speaking to is feeling powerless, right? All of these things are happening. No one's stopping it. No one's saying anything. No one's what is going on here? That's how so many people felt last year. Did anyone here feel that way? Yeah. So there are times where that feeling came up for people. And the beautiful thing that we know in this teaching, what we know is that we have the ability to get into the driver's seat. we have the ability to be at choice, right? We have the ability through our connection to the divine, to the soul power that is, we have the ability to be choiceful, to have personal agency, right? That's what this whole teaching is about. It's about how do I create my best life despite all the stuff that's going on? How do we live and create the best world despite all the stuff that's going on, right? So, our theme for the year is the art of conscious creation, right? So that's our overarching theme. For the whole year, we'll be looking at how do I consciously create certain areas of my life. And this month, we're talking about how do I create my next chapter, right? Create your next chapter. Because January gives us a time and a chance to start over, to create this new, we have a whole new blank page in front of us, right? In front of us. And so how do I create my next chapter? And one of the things that has to happen is we have to get plugged in and powered up. Now, here's what I find so interesting. I don't know if you feel this way, but it is stunning to me how attached I am to my phone and my devices, right? And have you ever left home without your phone and you start having a panic attack, right? Like literally you have a physiological response to that. And it's like, wait a second, there was a time when there were no phones, like you literally travel and there were no cell phones, right? I'm old enough to remember like you traveled and you didn't have a phone, right? And so, but now like if our phone, if we don't have our phone or we leave it, we freak out. Like we start having a stress response. If our phone dies, it's like, what? Right now I'm trying to find, like, I need a charger. Who has a charger? Who has a charger? Where's my charger? Right? All this stuff comes up, yes? And so what's really interesting is most of us would not let our phones die repeatedly, right? We plug that phone in and we charge it up, we power it up. Because we need it. It's our lifeline to our communication, to whatever else is going on in our world. Yet, we will let ourselves be unplugged from source. We will let ourselves not be charged up. We let our battery die, our spiritual battery die, and then wonder why we can't navigate through the world, or why we're so stressed out, or why we have depression, or why we're sick, or why these certain things are happening. Yes? And so what's required, if you're going to be choiceful, if you're going to be mindful, if you're going to be in a place of deciding and choosing how you're going to respond to the world, if you're going to be navigating through the world, you've got to be plugged into something, right? You've got to be plugged into source. You've got to be charged up, plugged in and powered up. And so what I'm talking about here is what we already know, is that there is, in science of mind, what we say is we believe that there is one power, one presence, not two. There's not God and something else. There's not source and something else. We believe in one power, one presence. That is what it is. What We Believe, which was written by Ernest Holmes in, I think, 1918, I'm not sure, I would have to look that up, but he talks about what we believe in science of mind, and the very first thing says, one God, we believe in God, the living Spirit Almighty, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. One, not two, not three, there's not God and some other evil force, there is only God. That is all that there is. And he also says that this one manifests itself in and through all creation, but it's not absorbed by its creation, right? So it is within each of us, and it is expressing, right? Each of us has that divine spark within us. Each of us has that divine light within us. Not all of it, but we each have a spark. We are each unique emanations of the divine. And so what that means is, the more we plug into that source, just like we plug our phones into the wall and we know the electricity is going to resuscitate that phone, the more we plug ourselves into source, the more we do our meditation and we sit and we listen, right? We listen and feel the divine presence. The more we do our prayer treatment or prayer work or affirmative prayer where we're aligning with the divine presence, right? The more we do our Tai Chi or our Qigong, our spiritual practices, those are the things that plug us into source, right? We get plugged up, we get powered up. And so these things are mandatory now. This is not a luxury. This is, how am I going to fortify myself? How am I going to take care of my nervous system in an environment that is highly volatile, in an environment that's highly turbulent? We are not 4 days into the year and we have massive political things happening. And we're not even, is this the 4th? Yeah, we're not even 4 days into the year, right? So we're in a highly turbulent environment. Your spiritual practice is not optional. It has to be integral to your life. Plugging into, just like you would not let your phone die, just like you keep that phone plugged up and charged up, and especially here where it's earthquake country, or if you live somewhere where there might be disasters, right? I know for myself, I'm mindful to make sure my phone is charged before I go to bed, right? Because we don't know, right? And so the same thing here, taking care to make sure you are doing your spiritual practice, right? You're plugging in and plugging into source. The other thing that I notice with phones, like if we use this phone as a metaphor for us, like one of the first things we do, so we have to figure out where's the plug, right? So we know where the plug is for us. The other thing we do is we leave that phone on the charger till it's fully charged, right? You don't just unless there's an emergency, you don't let it get to 10% and then you're off and running. No, you let that phone get fully charged before you use it. But here's what we do as human beings. We get a little bit of a charge here on Sundays, and Mondays we're freaking out, right? We get a little bit of a charge on Sundays, and by Wednesday we're yelling at somebody on the freeway. Uh-oh, did I call somebody out over on this side of the room? I'm not making eye contact with anyone, right? Right? We come in here on Sundays or we take a class, but then we go to work. And, we're in a toxic situation with our teams, and we're contributing to that. Yeah? So this is about being fully charged. Like, how do you maintain that charge? How do you maintain and stay plugged up, plugged in, powered up throughout the week? Because that is what the world requires. There's a lot of things coming at us really fast. The other thing I'm noticing is there are a lot of people who are unplugged, right? There are a lot of people who are unplugged. My grandmother used to say about driving, she used to make a statement about driving that when you're driving and you're out driving, you have to drive for yourself and the fool too. That's what she would say, right? Meaning, right, like you may be totally centered, but there are people out there who are literally out of their minds, right? Literally out of their minds. They are not anchored. They are not centered. They are not plugged in. They are running, just adrenaline, running, right? They're just the energy is just driving them, and it's going to get, in this fire horse energy, it's going to be even more amplified, which is why we have to be centered, right? We have to be mindful. We have to be awake so that we can navigate our lives for ourselves and the fools too, right? I shared with you about the guy at Whole Foods, when I was in the Whole Foods line, the Amazon line at Whole Foods, and this man who walked into the store completely backwards, talking to the people in front of him, and smashed into my basket, got himself together, but literally he walked into a busy store backwards, completely, right? The other day, standing on the elevator, someone, the elevator doors open, and this person just runs onto the elevator, like literally just runs into the elevator. And it's like, what is going on? Have you guys experienced some strange things like that? Yes? So there's a lot of energy, and for people who are not awake, that energy is going to drive them. You don't want to be one of those people, right? You don't want to be one of those people. And if you lead a team, you lead a company, you lead an organization, you lead yourself, you lead your family, you want to be centered, you want to be plugged up, you want to be powered up so that you can navigate through the times that are calling us. And what happens is when we are plugged in, we create this field, we create this energy, we create this vortex, this container that blesses the world. Because when there's lots of chaos going on, when you're chaotic and you're not plugged up, you're just contributing to the chaos you say you don't want. right? If you're raging and you're angry and you're upset and you're raging on social media, you're contributing to the anger that's already present that you say you don't want. Right? So we have to clean up our own side of the street. We have to get anchored in the truth that we know so that we become a vibrational space and place for more people to join us in peace, in being plugged in knowing God is all there is, in all these things that actually flip the world. Because otherwise, we're just a part of the energy, and it just amplifies this energy that we do not want. So even with the crazy stuff that's going on right now, with the political decisions made with our government right now, so startling, yes. Stunning, yes. Surprising, no. I mean, look at history. Just look at history. Right? This is not. None of this stuff is new. It's just now. It's now visible to a lot of people, but it's not new, right? But our response to it has to be that we get centered in the truth, that we do our own prayer work, that we pray for everyone involved, and that we take action as we feel moved to do so, right? But just flailing and screaming and crying and cussing and all of that energy that I've seen over the last couple of days, you're only literally feeding the same energy you say you do not want. The same energy you're condemning other people for doing, you're actually contributing to it, right? And so that is our work, because this is a very serious time that we are in. And we can also still have a great life, because that's why we're here, right? Even with everything that's going on, we can have a great life. We can have a great time. We can transform. We can have goals. This is the beginning of the year. There are things that we want to do. There's things we want to accomplish, and we can do those things. But it's going to be a lot easier and more fun if we're anchored, if we're centered, if we're plugged in, if we're charged up, and if we keep that charge. Yeah, are y'all following me? Yeah? So what do you think about this? I'm sorry? Okay, good idea. Anything else? Makes sense? Yeah? Yeah? Because here's the thing, like, we have such an incredible opportunity with the power of this year to really reshape our world. And even as we see things crumble and fall, we have an incredible opportunity to build something that's stronger and true. But it needs people who are connected to Source to do that work, right? It needs people who are connected to Source to do that work. And I feel like that's part of our calling here in this community. We create our best lives. We live our best lives. And then we help create a world that works for everybody, right? And here's when you'll know you're fully plugged in. Here's some tips to know when you're charged up. A few things will happen. One is that you are moving in and you're emotionally regulated, right? Emotionally regulated. There's a harmonious, I'm not saying fake happy, right? I'm not saying toxic positivity, but there's an emotional regulation that happens when you're moving from Source. Right? There's a centeredness, there's a calmness, there is a confidence. Right? Real power is confident and quiet. So there's not this domination and blustering and beating the chest and no, real power, when you're centered and plugged in, you're moving with assuredness. You're able to see what is happening. You're able to make a choice about how you're going to respond. You can stand between stimulus and response and choose what you're going to do, right? These become the signs that let you know that you're embodying this work, that you're embodying the spiritual principle, right? Your energy, your energetic becomes a calming presence. Have you ever been in a room where there was a particular energy? So maybe let's say it was a really happy, upbeat, great energy, and then somebody comes in who's really down or negative or low vibration, and you can feel the room, you can feel the energy starts to shift. Have you had that experience? Yeah. And conversely, you've had the experience where maybe the room was a little down, but someone walks in who's full of light and energy, and they bring the room up. Yes? Well, you are the folks who get to go into your businesses, into your homes, into your grocery store, into your apartment building, into your life, into your coffee shop. You get to go and shift the energy. Right? You're God in the flesh. You get to go and shift the energy and be the light. Right? Be the presence, be plugged in, be powered up as you walk into these spaces, and you shift the vibration. You establish what's happening there. Yeah? And this comes from doing your spiritual work. So that is the charge for this month, is to be plugged in so that you are then powered up. And to be clear, you are plugged into source, plugged into God, plugged into the all-powerful, because 1 plus God is a majority. So you don't have to wonder, like, what do I have to do about these people? What do I have to do? You know what? No, 1 plus God is a majority. Get aligned with spirit. And then everything else comes from that. That's the meaning of the scriptural statement, seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things are added. That's what it means. When you get aligned with the divine, everything else opens up. And so frequently what happens is we try to get the things, right? We try to get all the other things, and it doesn't work that way. Not when you've come into spiritual community. Right? You get aligned first, you plug into source first, you get powered up first, and then everything else begins to unfold. Does that make sense? Yes. So this week, your assignment is, because you know I'm a coach, so here's your move. Your move for the week is you are going to make sure that you are plugged in and powered up consistently every single day, just like you charge your phone. You are going to plug in some way through your spiritual practice, through, YouTube is the best spiritual lessons anywhere. You can listen to stuff, you can watch stuff, you don't have to spend a dime. Right now, there's a lot of summits, there's a lot of free spiritual classes right now, top of the year. So find ways to plug in every single day. Be conscious about this. Every single day, plug in, plug in, plug in. Don't be plugging in only when you're here. Can we agree to that? Okay, so what are you doing this week? How are you going to plug in? Whoa, that wasn't strong enough. How are you going to plug in? Okay, how are you going to plug in, y'all? Okay. Spiritual practice, right? Do some stuff. Do some things. All right, great. Let's turn within. So I invite you to, just take a nice deep breath right here, right now, just sensing, feeling, knowing that presence that is everywhere is right here. It is expressing through each of us, expressing as divine abundance, expressing as health and vitality, expressing as clarity of mind and thinking, divine emotional cleansing. It is expressing in our relationships. And so I just know then that each of us is blessed. I speak the word this morning, knowing for each one, the health and vitality, longevity is expressing in the body temple, in the mental body, the emotional body, and every aspect of being. I speak the word for each one this morning, knowing that finances are abundant and overflowing, no matter what has happened in the past. It is a new day. It is a new year. It is a new energy. And so I know that anything that would block or hinder is dissolved into nothingness, and I declare financial abundance and ease for each one. I am so grateful this morning to know the truth that each one is experiencing the love of God through every relationship, fully supported, fully loved, fully thriving, fully flourishing, fully seen, fully held, and knowing that those relationships who don't meet that criteria are dissolved, released, and let go harmoniously, easefully. So grateful this morning to know that each of us is a blessing in this world, a blessing in our homes, and a blessing everywhere. And I speak the word right now for our beloved human family on this planet, everywhere that there is strife or conflict, knowing that the presence of God is there, no matter the appearance, no matter the circumstance, no matter the situation, no matter what is going on, God has the final word. God has the final word. And so I know the presence is showing up in communities, showing up and moving through our political leaders, showing up and moving through individuals and collectives everywhere on this planet. God is alive. God is awake. God is all powerful, and God is moving. We see it. We claim it. We know it, and we call it forth. And for this, I am so grateful. And so with deep gratitude this morning, deep gratitude, I release this word. I let it go. It is complete. And we say together, and so it is. And so it is. Amen.
Well, that was a beautiful prayer, and we are about to turn it up. Okay, because this next song, it ought to get you swaying in your seats. But first, let's have you clap your hands, can we? There we go. Yeah. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I'm coming. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. There's a new me coming out, and I just have to live, and I wanna give. I'm completely positive. I think this time around I am gonna do it like you never knew it. Oh, I'll make it through. The time has come for me to break out of this shell. I have to shout that I am coming out. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. Got to show the world all that I want to be and all my abilities. There's so much more to me. Somehow I'll have to make them just understand I got it well in hand. Oh, how I have planned. I'm spreading love. There is no need to fear. And I just feel so good every time I hear I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. Coming out. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show.
One more.
I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Got to let it show.
Let's keep it on the band, Paul. Bravo. Yes, so wonderful. Thank you. I love it. And Diana Ross just did New Year's Rockin' Eve. She would be
do that?
thrilled.
You know she did that song, huh?
Did she? I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either, but
Oh, okay.
I saw her face on that, and thank you for saying that.
Okay.
Because I was like, we are in alignment.
I love it. I love it. We are coming out. This whole spiritual crew is coming out, right, into the world and taking this energy into the world. So beautiful. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. So it is now time for our offering. So Joni and Audrey will be passing the basket, and I invite you to hold the basket in your hands and just bless it. Know that as you're blessing the basket, you are blessing our finances here at the center and blessing your own finances as well. And I thank you for all of your gifts, all of your donations, and all the ways you support this community. So thank you, thank you. All right, so we're singing. Our offering song is Thank You for This Day, so sing along. Here we go.
Thank you for this day, Spirit.
Thank you for this day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing
Day.
Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This healing day. This healing day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. Thank you for this day, Spirit. Thank you for this day. This beautiful day. This beautiful day. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. Thank you for my friends, Spirit. Thank you for my friends. My wonderful friends.
Here we go.
My wonderful friends.
Thank you, thank you. I love that Karen Drucker song. So I invite you now to speak the word of blessing for our financial gifts and offerings. And you can put your hand to your heart or whatever feels good to you. Repeat after me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies. All that I am, all that I have, all that I give, all that I receive, and all that I circulate. Life is good. We are blessed abundantly. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you. So wonderful. While Dr. Damon makes his way up for the announcements, I forgot there were 2 announcements I was supposed to do. Come on up, Dr. Damon. So one is, if you would like to be a member here, you're not officially a member, we will have our new member workshop on February 1st. Is that right? Okay, on February 1st. Thank you, Marilee. So it will be, the location will be decided. We'll let you know because we're looking at a couple different places where we can have it here. So I'll let you know when that's going to happen. So if you're not a member and you want to be a member, come to that workshop. We'll discuss the Science of Mind teachings that this center is based on, and you'll meet some of the leadership at the center and just learn more about how this space and place can help you transform. And if you are online, you can also join. We have online members as well. So you'll find out more about that. And know that you can attend that meeting and you don't have to become a member as well. So just so you know that. And then the other thing that's happening on February 22nd is our annual member meeting. It's our first annual member meeting. And so all members who are official and anyone in the community is welcome. And at that meeting, we'll be discussing the last year, what happened in the last year. We'll be looking at our finances. You'll be meeting the board and just letting you know of the business of the center. There's some things that we'll need to vote on in our bylaws, but that will happen on February 22nd. And we will let you know where that's going to be. So it'll be somewhere on this campus, most likely. We just have to figure out where we'll be. All right, those are my 2 things, Dr. Damon.
I'm going to interrupt. Please give it up for our production team, bringing us online. Director of Production, Scott McCauley, joined by Hector Torres and Paul Wolf. Thank you so much. Thank you to Morgan Marr for our flowers and sacred space. Thank you, Marilee Lawson, for keeping us on time. And I am Jenna Brown. I'm your praise team today. Our music director and percussion extraordinaire is Sonia Trejo. Yeah. Our keys today are by Thomas Hughes. In his words, he's played with a bunch of people in a bunch of places for a bunch of years. If you've been to any New Thought type church in the Bay Area, he's played there. And Lauren Gucik, our guest vocalist, she has been singing with us for on and on since the beginning. Yeah, one of our earliest guests. And playing with Thomas Hughes was one of her New Year's resolutions, so check that off the list. All right, I'll send it back to you, Dr. Damon.
Thank you. We have announcements. Announcements. We've got a few, so let's do this. Morning meditation is back. Reverend Rasheryl returns on Monday, this coming Monday, January 5th. Join us. Tomorrow, yeah, that's tomorrow. 9 to 9:30 on Zoom for a soulful centering of your day. The Zoom link can be found on your email or on the website. Newsletter upgrade, keep your eyes peeled for newsletter updates. This week, with our new website launching last month and our continued growth, we're introducing a refreshed newsletter format that's modern, easy to use, designed to keep you better connected. Watch your inbox. We're going to return to the pre-service meditation. Happy to share that pre-service meditation returns next Sunday, January 11th. Join us in person, 9:30, for a grounding meditation before the Sunday gathering begins. Rasheryl mentioned our first anniversary, Sunday, January 18th. Be there. Be there. We have a workshop coming up, the Big Bold Vision Board Workshop. We'd like to invite you to the Big Bold Vision Board Workshop, facilitated by Reverend Rasheryl. This is more than making a vision board. It's a guided spiritual practice for clarity, alignment, and momentum as you step into the year ahead. You'll be led through visualization and spiritual visioning. Get clear on what you're calling in and create a vision board that helps turn intention into action. This is in person. Location will be announced. Please bring your own supplies, poster board, magazines, images, markers, scissors, glue, tape, whatever you enjoy creating with. The date for that is, don't know. January 25th, I'm sorry. January 25th. The investment is $49, and you can register, and you do need to register on our website at Silicon Valley CSL, although you could probably show up. We'll see. No, you need to register. Okay. Right, so we need that. Again, the new member workshop, February 1st from 12 to 1:30, location to be announced. And the annual member meeting, again, Sunday, February 22nd from 12 to 1:30, also location to be announced. Attendance is part of the membership commitment for that. Prayer, Reverend Dr. Sherry is offering personal prayer. After service, if you'd like to receive prayer, please add your name in the back of the room to the prayer sign-up sheet. You'll be called in the order you signed up. For private prayer requests, there's a prayer box back there. You can write them down, submit them confidentially. And finally, next week, Tyrone Casey and Thomas Hughes will be here as our musical guests next Sunday. Thank you all.
Thank you, Scott. Scott was giving me a signal that I did not recognize. It's like, I don't know what's going on. So, are there any first-time visitors here? I see some returners. Are there any first-time visitors? Hello, welcome. So good to see you. And so I know who you are, but if you feel comfortable and you're not on camera or mic'd, if you feel comfortable just to say your name and how you found us, and Morgan is bringing a gift your way.
Right.
Yes, wonderful. Thank you. And it's Jamie, right? Yes. Well, welcome, Jamie. Welcome. It's so good to have you here. I'm glad you're here for a vibe check. We'll talk. We'll talk afterwards. Yeah. All right. And I see some people. Who's here for the 5th time? Who's here for the 3rd time? Welcome, 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 welcome back. So good to see you. So good to see everyone. All right. So we are at the end of our time together. So we are going to do our closing and final song. We're going to do a relatively short version, but I do have to grab my iPad. And then I'll do a benediction, and then we're out. Yes?
Okay.
Why are you smiling, Sonia? What's going on?
Oh, I'm just happy to be here.
Oh, okay. I thought there was something I was missing.
No, this is how I look.
Okay.
This is usually what I look like.
Okay.
If you catch me any other way, let me know.
Okay.
I'll fix it. All right, here we go. 1,
Thank you, darling.
2, 1, 2.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
To me, I am plugged into the one source of life. I author my next chapter. I begin connected and fully resourced. I am plugged in and powered up. And so it is. Have a great week, everybody.